And indeed, the days are slowly ticking down. We've come a long way from that very famous State of the Nation address by the President that got the ball rolling on this in the first place.
58 days to be exact. There's 2 days towards that deadline, and this answers some of the questions that the CIC was asking about whether the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission can work. But of course, we have to remember that it is a multi-agency task force that has been dealing with this.
Yeah.
But let's just go to the charges that the EACC would want preferred against a number of these cabinet secretaries. Of course, that won't happen until the DPP goes through these files and decides for himself whether the weight of these allegations can stand a test of a court battle. Now, the first cabinet secretary, of course, needs no introduction, Charity Ngilu, Land CS, and her file was forwarded for allegations that Ngilu conspired with Evanson Waitiki to defraud the government of 110 million shillings for some land that in Mombasa that the government wanted to purchase from Evanson Waitiki. Don't know who Evanson Waitiki is? Watch Zubeida Kome's story, the one that just ended, Ubaradhuli wa Ardhi, on our YouTube channel, and you'll get the entire context of the story of that land in Mombasa. Second cabinet secretary, of course, is before we go to the second cabinet secretary, there also are other files that are under investigation. She has 2 other files that are being investigated by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Alleged fraud concerning State House Crescent Road land, that allocation of land between a number of businessmen who have been fighting for that land with Charity Ngilu. Of course, that land, she says, belongs to the Foreign Affairs Ministry. The third allegation, the most by far explosive allegation against Charity Ngilu, because it came out even before her name was included in this, the Karen land grab saga. The allocation of 13.4 acres of land, public land in Karen, that land being the subject of a fight between 2 people, Jos Consolo as well as Dagama Rose, over double allocation. The second cabinet secretary, of course, is Felix Kosgei. Felix Kosgei, of course, is the Agriculture Cabinet Secretary, and his file is being forwarded. The one file that's being forwarded is over allegations of the leasing of land for of the Kenya Veterinary Vaccine Organization in Limuru and in Kiambu, to be exact, that land being the subject of quite a bit of controversy. And there are also a number of files that are under investigation for various cabinet secretaries. He has just one other one, and that is the allegation of secret allocation of permits to import sugar into Kenya. Let's move forward to the next cabinet secretary whose file has been forwarded, and that is a Labour CES, Kazungu Kambi, and his file is being forwarded for the reason that there are allegations of irregular appointments of a number of NSSF, a number of people to the NSSF board, Mr. Andrew Geshamba and Ms. Veska Jepkemboi Kangongo to be exact, but he's also under investigation for one more thing still to do with the NSSF. Allegations that the NSSF Board of Trustees irregularly approved a budget for the development of Tasia 2 scheme, a 5 billion shilling budget, and that was irregular according to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Let's move forward. The third cabinet secretary who's also under investigation is engineer Michael Kamau. His file is being forwarded because there are allegations of embezzlement of funds, because he allegedly, in conspiring with a number of people from that ministry, trashed a consultant's design for the Kamukuywa Kimilili Road without following proper procedure. But he's also under investigation for 2 more reasons, and that is alleged abuse of office and irregular payment of monies for services not rendered in the construction of another road, the Garissa Modika Road. But again, one other very heavy allegation, one that a lot of people have been talking about, and that is because he allegedly gave irregularly a contract to a clearing and forwarding firm for the clearing and forwarding of goods that are being imported by a company that is constructing the Mombasa-Nairobi Malaba Railway, the China Jiangxi company. And of course, that if that would be proved, there'd be very heavy allegations against him. Yvonne, lots of other files to be concluded, much more to be investigated, including Mike Sonko's file. Right. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, interestingly though, not saying why specifically Mike Sonko's file is being forwarded, that also of Julius Ndegwa.
Yeah, perhaps more will be revealed tomorrow.